Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to this special presentation of AACS 15 Sports. Today it's baseball as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers host the Taunton Tigers. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan, Dave Angel, our technical chief, Peter Bray on graphics, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Kevin, Taunton comes in second place in the Kelly Rex division, 12-3 overall, 9-3 in the division. Had a tough week last week, losing to both KP and Franklin. Attleboro 4-9 overall, 4-9 in the Kelly Rex, 4-10 overall.
It's going to be a tough game from the Attleboro point of view. You have two teams in essence kind of in terms of the standings going in two different directions. Taunton number 2 in the Hawk, right behind Franklin. Attleboro still clinging to a playoff hope, ranked number 36. They need to get 32 or higher.
Yeah.
Attleboro has a very, very difficult schedule the rest of the way in their final 6 games, but they're all against ranked teams. So if they do well against them, they could pop into that top 32.
Billy Saltmarsh will start for the Bombardiers. 2 wins, 2 losses on the year. He's pitched 28 1/3 innings, struck out 37, walked 28, most of those earlier in the season. A 3.46 ERA with a 1.55 whip. For Taunton, the Tigers, again, a dynamite team, coached by Blair Bork. Leading off will be Evan Calley, senior left-handed hitter and pitcher. Looks at call, strike 1 from Saltmarsh. Evan will be heading to Keene State up in New Hampshire. He's scored 13 runs. He's hitting .326, 1 long ball, 6 runs knocked in, 2 doubles, 1 triple. And there's a shot to center field. Coming in and making the catch is Brody McKenna. That gets an L8 in the book, Kevin.
Yeah, a good start for the Attleboro defense, but also a good start for Taunton. They kind of teed off on that. The wind is blowing out. Outfielders will need to be aware of that today.
Braden Sullivan is up. He'll be followed by Ryan Mcdougall. We'll give you Attleboro's defense in a minute. Braden hitting .487 on the year with a .558 on-base percentage. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball from Saltmarsh.
Yeah, it's going to be very important for Billy to be Saltmarsh to be moving the ball in and around the zone, keep his walks to a minimum, and try to keep the Taunton runners and batters off the base.
1 ball, 1 strike, a little bit high. Braden has scored 15 runs this year with a home run. He's knocked in 14, which I believe is second best on the team. 2 doubles and a triple.
And scored 15 runs, which I think leads the team. That Kevin? Ooh, I almost got him.
Yeah. I think there's one more. No, Dawson Bryce has 22 runs.
22 runs scored.
2-1 to Braden.
We'll see Dawson later on in the inning.
Yep. It's a junior-laden squad. Oh, a shot foul down the left field line. That was a laser. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 Braden.
So we've seen Billy Saltmarsh a few times this year. What we noticed with him in the past is when he's from the windup, he controls the pace very well. When he goes from the stretch, his pace understandably slows, but Billy slowed tremendously amount. It's a different pitcher out there. Coach Dunley said that they were going to be working on that, and we'll see if there's any results.
Big breaking ball outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Kevin, you're just bitter because when there's no one on base and Billy's pitching, you have very little time to talk.
Well, they're moving quickly, which is okay.
Again, a .667 slugging percentage. Here's a shot to left field.
Ooh, it's fair.
Making the catch, a fair ball. That's Danny Johnson in left field. We'll give you Attleboro's defense. Catching is Aiden Hawkwater. We told you Billy Saltmarsh is pitching. Del Pazzo at third. Tabor at short. Evan Hoole at second base. Jamie Block at first base. The outfield, Danny Johnson at left. Brody McKenna in center. And Cooper Johnson in right field. Here comes Ryan Mcdougall. He's heading to Dayton University to play baseball. Called strike on the inside corner. One of the most powerful bats in the entire Hockomock League. He's just a junior, by the way.
Just a junior, hitting .444, .519 on base percentage.
Wow.
15 ribbies.
5 doubles.
Yes.
Breaking ball is up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ryan. And Ryan, I was over talking to Coach Blair Bork before the game, and he interrupted us. Are you the announcer guy? Ooh, just missing inside and low. 2 balls, 1 strike, and he's watched some of our broadcasts to scout the opponents, and liked what he heard.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad the people are listening.
Yeah.
I'll get some good views on YouTube.
Yeah. I've missed 3 and 1. No, he said, you guys know what you're talking about and you're funny. I said, well, do you mean
looking?
Yes, exactly. Funny looking or funny how? Funny ha-ha? Do we amuse you? There's a shot to first base. Jamie Block on the second hop knocks it down, races to the bag in time, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Billy Saltmarsh.
And more important for Billy, he kept his pitch count down as well. They want Billy to be extended, go 6 or 7 innings if he's on, and that inning he only threw 13 pitches.
All right, we'll be back with the bottom of the first. No score on AACS 15 Sports.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. On the mound for Taunton is Evan Callie. There are 5 Callies on the roster. One of them, Jack, is playing JV today. He's a sophomore. So there are 3 Callies who are brothers and 1 cousin. But Evan is a senior, 2-0 on the season, 15 innings pitched. He's allowed 5 runs and only 14 hits, struck out 9, walked 4.
Yeah, only 3 of those runs earned for a 1.4 ERA and a 1.2 whip. He's making his 5th start of the season. Interesting though, 15 innings, 9 Ks. So he does pitch. He can get the strikeout, but he pitches to contact. Attleboro needs to understand that, try to put the bat on the ball. And Attleboro's fighting 2 issues today: the mental and the physical. They cannot get down early and then get down on themselves. Understand they still have a shot at the playoffs, and they got to play that way. They've played the top teams. They've played them tough. And then a bad inning sometimes get them, like in the game against Franklin last week. 4
extra inning games this year, 1-3. Evan Hool is up, looks at a fastball high and outside. 1-0, Evan heading to URI. He's not an oceanography major, but something about the science and the ocean, I know that. Breaking ball is lofted into short center field. Sean Callie comes in and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Owen Tabor comes up for the Bombardiers, the shortstop. Owen, a junior or senior?
Owen is a senior.
Okay.
Got his average up in that Franklin game, up to 333 with a 512 on base percentage.
Wow.
Been hit by 3 balls. Would prefer to have gotten hit by 4, as we know, from the North Attleboro game.
Yes, that was. Little high on that sidearm delivery from Evan Callie. Tabor will be followed by Cooper Johnson, the right fielder. Christian Dane, the designated hitter. Hitting 5th is Jamie Block. Breaking ball catches the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hitting 6th is Billy Saltmarsh, the pitcher. So both pitchers hitting today. That's why I love high school baseball. Danny Johnson in left field. Brody McKenna in center. Peter Del Pazzo at 3rd. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes, based on the last inning. And when he had to complain about the umps, but that one I thought was a little high based on how he called the top of the 1st inning.
There's the 59.5-foot breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Taunton. Dakuta is behind the plate. Brendan Sullivan at third. Dawson Bryce at shortstop. He's a good one. Outside, 3-2, full count. Alan Lewis at second base. Ryan Mcdougall at first base. Boucher in left field. Sean Calley in center. Andrew Calley in right. I forgot to ask which one the mother loves the most. Ball four. So just the 5th walk of the season for Evan.
Yeah, and look for Attleboro to put a little pressure on the Taunton defense. Tabor's 10 for 10 on the base pass this year, and I believe as a team, Attleboro's only been thrown out stealing 5 times all year. I believe 51 for 56 is what they are in stolen bases. So as you get your 3, 4, 5, and Cooper Johnson up, who's been putting the bat on the ball very well.
Runner is going on the first pitch. There's the throw in time. You cursed him, Kevin. There's a bullet throw from Dakuta to the shortstop covering Bryce. Wow.
For the second out, and then now 0-10 for 11.
Yep.
And unfortunately, for the Attleboro point of view, is that now puts the running game in potential jeopardy the rest of the way, knowing in the first inning right away.
Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cooper Johnson.
Cooper hitting .538.
Really?
Yes, 7 for 13 with a swing. Sorry.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I have a note written down here, which I think you gave me. Taunton's team ERA is 1.81.
Yeah, let me just double check that before I, yeah, 1.81 with a 1.1 whip.
Yep.
With the walks and hits divided by innings pitched.
Wow.
And, so they're not putting too many men on base.
2-2. Fastball up in the zone. Foul back. Count remains 2-2. Coach, again, Blair Bork in his 6th year as the head coach at Taunton. 10th year as a math teacher. He played at Taunton High. Went to Lamar, then went to a community college, rounded out his career at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Ground ball. Who's at first base box for
First
Attleboro?
base coach Matt Elliott.
Oh,
regular first base coach Tim Callahan is meeting with the judge right now on jury duty.
Ooh.
He's been there since 8 o'clock this morning. Lucky him.
Fouled back. Okay, next time mention the jury duty
first
before you
before
mention meeting with the judge.
Callahan's been meeting with the judge for 7 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
Pleading his case.
That's your son, Kevin. Come on. Shot towards the middle, and there's the base hit for Cooper Johnson. Whoops. That's a base hit, Paul, not a base on balls.
An 8-pitch at bat for the 3-hitter, Cooper Johnson. A real good at bat as he raises his average. He was, like I said, 7 for 13 coming in. So now 8 for 14 on the season.
This brings up Christian Dane, senior designated hitter, 7 RBIs in the year with a grand slam home run. Swing and a miss, late break on that ball. Wow,
Yeah,
0-1.
Christian was just behind that one too, like a little bit fooled on it.
He's been the most dominating Attleboro batter early in this season. Looks at the ball low, 1-1. Boy, remember a week ago, Monday, we were wearing parkas. It was so cold. Today, it's just short of 80 degrees. Also, we should mention the wind blowing out today, which is a rarity here at the Drummond Street Field. Nice stop by the catcher, Kuda, on a breaking ball outside.
It's common for the softball games, though.
Pardon me?
It's common for the
Yes,
softball
exactly.
games because of, the opposite fields. It's
Right. Yeah. Evan had a little bit of trouble with that breaking ball early. Seen a lot low outside. A shot to left center field.
trouble.
On his horse is Boucher.
Drop.
Oh, what
He caught
a catch on the dead run. Brady Boucher, wow, as robbed is Christian Dane. That gets a big star in my book.
And from an Attleboro point of view, it's just they just have not had the luck. That should have easily have gone in for a double. I actually thought it was deep enough for a ground rule double, and I thought they were going to have to hold up Cooper Johnson at third.
Yep.
And sure enough, it's an out. And what a ride Christian Dame gave that ball.
Really, and Brady Boucher showing some range there. I bet he's a base stealing threat as well. 1 inning in the books, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base for the Bombardiers. We'll be back with inning number 2 after this.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. You have an update from softball?
Just a mini update. They got going a little bit late themselves. They're going into the bottom of the first. No score. Attleboro did not score in the top of the first. A big week for the Attleboro softball team as they face number 2 Taunton today and number 1 King Philip on Wednesday.
A game we'll have for you.
And we think Haley Perry not playing today, but thinks she'll be available Wednesday for the Attleboro, the senior.
That's right, because tomorrow's the 16th. Tomorrow's when she gets her evaluation. Okay, so, that's right. Today she's getting her evaluation.
One more doctor's appointment today, and then they're trying to work it out. And you win the mile with a knee brace on, you should be able to play some softball with the 4 or 5 games left.
Kevin referring to the first practice, the team did a mile run. Haley won it, came in first place, but still wasn't cleared by her doctors to play after a knee injury that caused her to miss the entire basketball season. The outstanding junior Dawson Bryce is up. Inside on a heater from Billy Saltmarsh, 1-0. And boy, there are some darn good shortstops here in the Hockomock League, and Bryce is one of them.
Yeah, tremendous numbers there for Dawson.
Called strike as that caught the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, he's hitting .413, but the numbers are even more impressive than that.
Yeah, .518 on base percentage, 6 doubles, 2 triples, a home run.
A shot down to third base. Del Pozo deep. Long throw, a little bit high.
Infield single?
I think that's an infield hit.
I think he was going to beat that out.
He was going to beat that out. Del Pozo was very deep.
So infield single, I think he was going to beat that out. And important for the Attleboro fielders to be ready. Taunton averaging as a team offensively only 3.8 strikeouts per game.
Wow.
So as hard as Billy throws, his team can hit the contact. They're coming in. They have a .340 team batting average with a .431 on base percentage. 28 team doubles, 9 team triples, 4 home runs. Like I said, just under 4 strikeouts a game.
Alan Lewis, the second baseman, pops that foul back. And next time Dawson Bryce is up, we'll give you some more of his offensive statistics as they are outstanding. 0-1 to Alan Lewis, who we learned is a junior second baseman, hitting .413. He scored 7 runs and knocked in 7.
You get him for .413? I got him for .385.
Okay. I'll go with your one.
Was I wrong?
Oh, you're right.
All
.385. We generally, folks, I try to make most of the mistakes.
And I try to adhere to that.
Yes, exactly. Rats, I don't know where that came from, the .413. It's nowhere on this. Runner is going. Throw from Aiden Hawkwater, sliding in ahead of the tag. Stolen base for Dawson Bryce.
And I would imagine Taunton likes to put pressure on the Attleboro defense as well. Unfortunately, I forgot to access the stolen bases from them. So I would imagine they're an aggressive team.
Yep.
0-2 now. Big pitch here for Saltmarsh.
Dawson Bryce reminds me of my father, and I'll tell you why in a second. Curveball that he waits on and smashes to McKenna. A line shot who makes the catch for the first out.
Did you see what Dawson Bryce did there? Johnson caught it, and McKenna caught it, and he didn't throw it right away. So Bryce acted like he was, all right, if you're not going to throw it, I'm going to run the third, and he forced him to hit the cut.
This brings up Colby Dakuta, the catcher, heading to Endicott College. He's a senior, hopes to play up there, hitting .406 on the season. Anyone else thinking of Ted Williams right now? Big lead at second base for Bryce.
DePauzo better be ready at third.
Low, nice stop by Hawkwater, 1-0.
And a good secondary lead, too. So any ball that gets to the outfield on base hit, look for Bryce to test the Attleboro arms and try to score.
Colby, a catcher, has scored 7 runs, knocked in 12. He's got a couple of doubles. Swing and a miss, and that's 1-1. Is that kind of like the slider from Billy? That seemed to have a late break.
Slider, a little extra movement on it, on the ball.
I watched a thing on YouTube last night, how to identify pitches.
You put the game on radio, don't televise it, call it whatever you want.
Exactly, there's a breaking ball, swing and a miss. Well, the problem was they were showing the angles from a center field camera We're sitting here behind the backstop, sort of to the right of the catcher. Oops.
Yeah.
1 and 2. I do know that. To Colby DaCosta. I got to get back to my Dawson Bryce story, why it reminds me of my father.
Saltmarsh is moving more quickly from the stretch.
Yes. Fouled back to stay alive is Colby DaCosta. My father grew up in Brooklyn, then the family moved to Limbrook when he was 12, born in 1918. He was a tall, skinny guy, 6 foot 2 inch, which is about the size Dawson is. Went to University of Vermont, and he's in the Hall of Fame there. And to show you how sports have changed, he was 6'2", starting shortstop in baseball, starting center in basketball for 3 years. Thank you, Billy Saltmarsh. You knew I had to finish that story before he threw a pitch.
You don't see the two-sport athletes, especially in back-to-back seasons. When you do see it, you'll see it maybe in the fall and the spring in college.
Well, he played in college from 1939 to 1941. Next time you're at UVM, go ahead, visit his Hall of Fame plank. Award-winning breezy Dave Angel on our crew. His daughter goes to UVM.
Nice.
Actually, I think it's probably more of a shrine. No, I'm sorry.
My niece graduated UVM and loved it so much. She now lives up there.
Yeah,
She's
beautiful.
27, 28 years old. She's one of those environmentalists, changing the world and all that stuff. Perfect for Vermont.
Yes, exactly. Eats nothing but oatmeal and pine cones.
Exactly.
Some kale.
Of course, kale.
Yeah, is it 1 and 2?
1 and 2.
High, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just a bit up high.
Yeah, just a bit up high, yeah. No, Don Maley was the first baseman on my father's baseball team up there. He was a longtime teacher and coach up in Vermont. Said he never saw a skinny guy hit a ball as far as the old man did. Led the team in home runs, but there was no fence at the University of Vermont field, so there were gappers that kept rolling.
The fast guys can leg them out.
Breaking ball, stealing third. Oh, that's
got
close.
Ooh.
Yep, the throw was high to the foul territory side, and it took Del Pozo a while to swing that tag over. And I think the hand of Bryce might have gotten in there.
Yeah, like you said, it was a high tag. We mentioned earlier that we thought Taunton might be aggressive. We noticed his lead on second and a real good secondary. He might have the green light to steal anytime he wants. Infield in.
And there's low ball 4, so runners on the corners with 1 out, no score, top of the second.
Saltmarsh's first walk, but it'll be interesting to see what play Attleboro puts on here.
And Aiden Hawkwater.
Right away, the Attleboro middle infielders move back into double play depth, shading second base, expecting the steal. Block holds him on at first. Del Pozo is in on what would be the grass if we had a grass dirt field.
And again, the wind blowing out towards left side. Oh, a bunt that goes right off our umpire. We'll mention our umpires now. The home plate umpire is Brent Petrowski. Played at Coyle Cassidy High School and at Post College in Connecticut, where he was a varsity hockey player, Kevin.
Nice. Gotta love the college hockey.
Oh, we should mention Sean Callie's at bat.
Number 27.
Yeah, he's the junior center fielder. He's the cousin. The other ones, Callie's are brothers. He's got 2 runs scored. 380 on base percentage with 6 RBIs, 2 doubles, 2 triples. Open stance.
He was going for that safety squeeze on the last at bat. Same thing, runner not stealing from first to second, kind of doing that safety squeeze.
Yeah. Ball is low, 1-1.
And I think Colby, the catcher who's standing on first base right now, was supposed to go on a delayed steal, maybe try to get into that rundown play, because we could hear the third base coach. Not now.
And the third base coach is the head coach.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Blair Bork.
Expect a straight steal now.
These two teams, was it 2019 that these two teams met in Brockton in the Division I South final or semifinal?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Your son was on that team. Sorry.
Get into that double play.
Yeah.
Spun back to the shortstop. Stepped on second under first. That's a hard bunt.
To first base.
Lets it go foul. Good play by Block.
Smart move. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sean Callie.
Block had a chance to field that in fair territory. He would have got the out, but the run would have scored and the runner would have advanced to second. However, letting it go foul, now the count's 1-2.
Yep.
You're forcing him into a hitting where he has to swing the bat.
Yep.
and Saltmarsh, look for some high heat here to try to get his first punch out of the game.
Saltmarsh committed to UMass Dartmouth. Jamie Block at first base committed to UMaine Farmington.
Block not holding him on, and an extra big lead at first base right now. not going. Curveball.
Breaking ball, staying alive is Callie. Fouls it off. Count remains 1-2 and block. He has such great baseball instincts.
Yeah, he loves the game. He's a student of the game.
Yep.
He's always loved the game.
He's going to be majoring in business at UMaine Farmington. I said, can't you major in something useful like I did? Theater?
Theater, yes, that'll get you far.
I don't think so.
Not running.
Fastball high, good eye for Sean Callie, 2-2.
I'm surprised Taunton's not stealing in this situation. They're not holding him on. It's almost like Attleboro's daring him to take the base. We think there was a delayed steal on earlier that was missed.
Yeah.
First and third, one out.
And here
now,
comes block.
Now they're holding him on. So there is a gap between first and second.
Breaking ball, swinging bunt, and Saltmarsh will let that go foul. Plenty of English on that ball. Count remains 2-2.
Similar to the safety squeeze, they had a chance maybe for a brief second to keep it fair. However, the run would have scored.
Yeah.
And a runner would have advanced to second. So 1-2, and I'm sorry, 2-2.
Yep. Pitch total climbing, fourth battery's face. Brady Boucher, the junior left fielder's on deck, who made that great catch to end the bottom of the first for the Bombardiers. Now the runner is going in the dirt. Aiden Hawkwater blocks it. That'll be a, he was going on the pitch, so we'll give a stolen base to Dakuta.
Remember how we started this half of the inning? We gave you a quick update on the softball that is 0-0 after one.
Yep.
It's 0-0 after two. We're still in the same top half of the inning. So second and third, one out. Corners are in. Attleboro middle infielders are playing about halfway.
What was it, a 36-minute top of that? Popped up to the right. Aiden gets under it. Aiden makes the catch, and Saltmarsh covers the plate, and with this wind howling, that is tougher than it looks.
Well, the wind blowing out. Aiden read that very well, and more importantly, well, not more importantly, as important, Billy Saltmarsh covering home plate as well. Huge second out.
Boy, and those two bunts by Callie that went just foul. Got in the way of the strategy plan by Coach Bork, and now this brings up Brady Boucher. 250 on the year with a 357 on base percentage, 10 runs knocked in, 7 scored, a couple of doubles.
And Saltmarsh with 2 outs now, runners on second and third, more comfortable going from the windup.
Yeah.
He feels like he can control the pace better, now goes from the windup. We're gonna get a courtesy runner, Paul.
And that's gonna be number 19.
Charles Rabel, or Rabel.
Or Shablotnik. No, that's right, Rabel, right, sorry. Charles is the junior. Yeah.
He gets a good healthy lead, almost like Attleboro forgot about him at second base.
Yeah. Just a bit high. 1-0 to Randy? No.
Brady. Randy.
Can't read my own writing. Brady.
This is called Brandy with 2 E's. That's from Cheers.
Yeah, I know. Played some Normcliffs in my show today.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Just misses. 2-0 to Boucher.
Important here on deck, you have Andrew Callie hitting 378 on the year, and as your 9-hitter, you want to get out of this before you turn the order over to him.
Yes.
With the number 9 is as strong as your number 1.
Fastball catches the inside corner, 2-1. We didn't mention the umpire in the field is Steve Keefe. Second time we've had Steve this year. Played high school for the Canton Bulldogs. That's the game he umpired. The Canton game. That's right. And he played at UMass Boston. I think he graduated in the early 90s. Change up, hard shot to Del Pozo, knocks it down. Can't tag the runner, long throw, not in time. Kevin, I'm going to let you make that. It says that was an absolute rocket that went off Del Pozo's chest.
Right now, I am going to go with an error on that one.
Okay.
I'll double check with the home book and see what they think.
Yeah.
But for now, only because it was right at him, and then he made a decision to go try to tag the runner, missed him, and then threw the first, late.
So scoring is Dawson Bryce. He reached on an infield hit, stole second and third, and comes home there with 2 outs. It's Andrew Callie up, the sophomore right fielder, hitting 378 with 8 runs scored, 7 knocked in.
Again, Attleboro, very important for them to shake it off, not get down on themselves, stay up, and go make the next play.
Saltmarsh steps off.
And I'll double check the ruling in between. The only reason why I thought error is because it was right at him. There was a bobble, and then the decision to try to tag. And
it's a very easy game from the press table.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
First and third again. Squares to bunt. Ball low. 1-0
1-0.
to Andrew Cali.
Again, I wouldn't be surprised to see Taunton try to get in that rundown play in between first and second. Let's see if they can get Colby the score from third base with the second run of the inning.
And the courtesy runner.
Oh, that's right. It's
Rabel.
courtesy running.
Good eye. 2-0 now to Andrew. He'll be followed by his senior brother, Evan. Excuse me. Both left-handed batters.
It's a big lead at first base.
Going. And that's low and inside. Hawkwater decides not to throw it down. 3-0 to Andrew Cali.
I don't know if that was the design play, but on a low and in ball with a left-handed batter, that's a tough play for Aiden Hawkwater to make anyway.
Yes.
And then the risk throwing it down at that point when he didn't have him, he just let him go.
That's just the second walk received this year by Cali, and suddenly bases are loaded.
A 4-pitch walk by Saltmarsh. And Coach Dunley will go have a little conversation with him as the order gets turned over to top of the order. Evan Cali up, who lined out hard to center field in his first at bat.
Brody McKenna.
McKinney.
Yep.
I can't get over the weather change from
Yeah.
in 1 week. Was it 38 degrees last week at this time? No, a wind chill anyway.
And the top of the first inning, was that the one that took 36?
Yeah.
36 minutes to play just the top of the first inning in that game.
You broke your chair.
Yes, my chair broke.
You lost your nose. You lost
Had a little bit of frostbite in the tips of my fingers. It was a great day at the
Missed my
ballpark.
daughter's game completely.
Yes.
Which I think started and ended. A 6 o'clock start. And the game ended as we were finishing up here.
Evan Cali, 326 in the season, 13 runs scored, 6 knocked in. Called strike in the upper part of the zone, 1-0. Seventh batter of the, 0-1. Seventh batter of the inning. Peter Bray had it right in our graphics, I'm sure.
Going to Keene State in the fall.
Yeah.
Yes,
Check
he
swing, I
did.
think he went. Yes, and the base umpire, Steve Keefe, agrees, 0-2. Keene State, not quite as cold as Plymouth State, which is on the top of a hill.
Right.
And if you think the wind was blowing here last Monday, boy, the
You ain't
day
seen
I visited Plymouth State with my daughter, wow. Oh, nice curveball. Too much, though, as it breaks inside, 1-2.
That's a great 0-2 pitch.
Yep.
That pitch is unhittable, and it fooled him
Yep.
a bit. As it kind of ran in on him. I think Billy wanted that call, though.
Low and outside with a fastball, 2-2. My daughter eventually went to Salem State. We visited Plymouth State.
That's a nice school. Salem State.
Salem State. But Plymouth State, I remember we parked at the bottom of a hill, had to walk to the top of the hill to get to the campus. Ball outside, 3-2. I think by the time we ended that walk, Grace decided I'm not going here.
Great opportunity now for the Taunton runners.
Yes.
The runners on first and second. The runner on third will get a little bit of a head start, really no need, but the runners on first and second will get a huge jump now, especially going from the windup. 1
run in, only 1 hit, and ball 4. And that's a walk and an RBI for Evan. 3rd walk so far for Billy. So scoring is the courtesy runner, Rebel. At third base is Boucher. At second base, Andrew Cali. At first base, Evan Cali. Have my head down, Kevin.
I had as well. I think it was a ball.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think we would have heard the Attleboro bench react if that was a strike.
Braden flew out to left on kind of a wind-aided ball in left field.
And that's popped way up in the sky. Block is back to get
Trouble.
it. Wind is taking it out.
Ooh.
Evan Houle, with his back to home plate, turns and makes the catch. That was a much tougher play than it looked. So for Taunton, they get 2 runs on just 1 hit. 3 runners left on base. And with a score 2-0, we'll be back with the bottom of the second after this on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here for your home or business needs this summer. They're a family-run business that always welcomes new customers. They offer air conditioning, generator, and home appliance installation with 24-hour emergency service. For more details, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or on the web at whriley.com. W.H. Riley and Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. J Carwash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Jamie Block strides to the plate. He'll be heading to UMaine Farmington as a senior first baseman. What do we got for Jamie stats?
Jamie's got 3 doubles on the year and an on-base percentage of .385. And I'm going off of memory because I hadn't flipped my sheet over. Looks a strike one.
From Evan Callie.
.364 on base percentage. Missed by that much.
Ball 1-1.
Jamie's been hit by 3 pitches as well.
Yep.
Does not have the team lead. That
2-0.
That pleasure goes to Christian Dame, who's been hit by 8.
Yep. Is that 3-0?
Is it 2?
Or 2-1?
Yeah, it's 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, the first pitch was a strike.
Okay.
Callie working fast.
That's kind of 3/4, not a sidearm, but a 3/4 delivery, 3-1.
He's not quick pitching.
Yep.
But he gets the ball and he's ready to go.
Shot towards the shortstop. Bryce fields it near the second base bag, fires a bullet across the diamond to Mcdougall. 6-4 if you're scoring at home.
And I'm going to score a 6-3. And
oh, 6-3. Wow. Jeez. More mistakes than usual today. What's going on? You know what it is? It's the first game with nice weather. I'm distracted.
Brings out the worst in you.
Yes, I'm looking at the clouds and enjoying the day. Billy Saltmarsh, the Attleboro pitcher, is up. Called strike on the outside edge. Nice pitch from Callie.
Really looking to help himself, hitting .353 on the year, .389 on base percentage. There's a double to his credit.
Ooh, nice breaking ball. 0-2.
Little out in front of that one with Billy's. Yep. Settle in, got to shorten the swing now and just try to put the ball in play.
Same breaking ball, slow grounder to Bryce, charges it from the grass. He's safe, that's an infield hit.
That was hit just slow enough.
Yes.
Billy hustling right out of the box and beat it out, and it's going to be a courtesy runner. Excuse me 1 second.
Yep, so Saltmarsh hoping his cause with a base hit. 1 on, 1 out, and up comes Danny Johnson, the left fielder.
And I didn't get the number on a courtesy runner for Saltmarsh. We'll try to get that to you. Number 2.
Hayden Hegarty, 3-sport athlete.
3 for 3 on the year in stolen bases as well is Hegarty.
What's Danny hitting, the left fielder?
Danny Johnson is number 8. He's got .242 on base percentage, 3 doubles, 6 RBIs for Danny. Danny Yee of that 5-hit playoff game last year for
yes, that's
Attleboro.
right.
Has some power. I believe he had a home run or 2 last year as well. Uh-oh, got him leaning.
Whoa, and the throw was up. Mcdougall showing some hops to go get that. Ryan Mcdougall, remember his brother Danny, 3-sport athlete at Taunton.
Football, basketball, and baseball?
Exactly right.
Okay.
He's up at University of Maine, redshirting on the baseball team this season. Wow.
3-0.
And none of those 3 pitches missed by much.
Now, as a pitcher, you want those,
yep.
at least 1 or 2 of them anyway. I'm sure taking all the way here.
Whoop, back in. Ooh, Hegarty dives back. Speaking of football, baseball, and basketball players.
Important for Hegarty not to be leaning the wrong way. It's a 3-0 count.
Yeah.
He's taking.
Yeah.
So, Callie really focused on him over there.
Yeah.
He does have good speed. He's a good athlete. Not going.
Called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Interesting interaction with Evan and Coach Bork before the game. I'll tell you about in a moment. 3-1. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Taunton. That's inside. Ball 4. 2 men on, 1 out for the Bombardiers.
early in the game, but Attleboro with their best scoring opportunity of the day, putting a runner at second base with less than 2 outs.
Brings up Brody McKenna, the center fielder. And Blair Bork, the 6-year head coach at Taunton, goes out to talk to Evan. Before the game, he was telling Evan, because neither team has played since May 11th. Today's May 16th. And he wanted Evan to make sure that he was intense and ready to play this game. He says, if that means not talking to your teammates before the game, so be it. So when I went over to talk to Coach Bork, I said, I'll stay away from Evan because I can't stop talking. Thank you.
So you are wise indeed. Taunton's got a tough schedule this week. They have Mansfield and New Bedford coming up this week, and Mansfield ranked just behind them in the Hawk 5.
Yeah.
So you got to manage your pitching staff wisely. And Taunton has only used 7 pitches this year.
Low to Brody McKenna, the center fielder. Ball 1. What year is Brody?
That's a great question. I think he's a sophomore.
Oh, okay.
Now, Taunton has used, just looking at this quickly, Sean Calley and Ryan Mcdougall as their main starters, along with Evan Calley. Really only Peter Moore, in 14 innings, has seen significant time in the hill. Everybody else has thrown 5 1/3 or less innings on the season. And again, Taunton only using 7 pitchers all year.
Oh, there's a shot to right center field. That gets down. Fielded by the right fielder, Andrew Calley. Run will score. Hegarty crosses the plate. It's an RBI single for Brody McKenna.
And for Brody McKenna, I believe that's his first RBI of the season. Just double check that. Yep, that's his first RBI of the season. And a real good jump for Hegarty coming around to score. He read it really well.
Yep.
Danny Johnson had to hold up at second as the outfielders came up throwing, and probably wisely.
Yep.
You don't want to get thrown out.
Peter Del Pazzo, the third baseman. Breaking ball called strike. Peter had a broken nose earlier in the season. I don't think he's wearing that mask anymore. That's good news.
Peter hit .333 with a .440 on base percentage. RBI has scored 4 runs as well.
That's going to be a foul ball to right field, but Andrew Calley chases it all the way to the line. 0-2 to Peter. So 1 run is in, just 1 out.
So that was Hegarty that scored the run,
Yep.
all right.
Tying run at first base.
It's the 3rd run of the season he has scored.
Breaking ball stays high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Peter.
Good eye there for Peter. It did hang high, but you know how we feel with those high pitches.
Calley again working quickly. Oh, that's hit to deep left center field, right where the wind is blowing out. Boucher is back and makes the catch. 2 outs.
Good read by Johnson at second base. He
Yep.
got about halfway. If that ball drops, he's scoring. Caught, you can't tag up on a ball to left field like that.
Top of the order, Evan Houle is up. Flew out to center field his first time. Evan on the golf team in the fall, co-captain of basketball in the winter. Co-captain of this baseball game. Hard shot to the third baseman, Sullivan, who spears that line drive. Wow.
That may have been Evan's hardest hit ball of the season.
Funny game, this baseball. So for the Bombardiers, 1 run is in on 2 hits, so they have 3 total for the game. And after 2 complete, Taunton 3, Attleboro 1 on ACS 15 Sports.
Claudino's,
I have 2.
located at 310 South Main Street in
What?
Attleboro,
2?
is celebrating
2 or 3?
26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the
All right, let's get the score right. 2-0.
2-1.
2-1. Wow. What is with me today?
3 combined runs are scored.
It's the consistency that amazes me. All right, we're going to run some commercials. I'm going to take an IQ test to see how low it's dropped since last week. We'll be right back after this. Wow.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. What is going on today, folks? I just made 2 more mistakes during the commercial break.
Are you trying to get me laughing again? Wow. Jerry Costanza.
Wow. It's Jerry Seinfeld and George Costanza.
As you can tell, as usual, a deep intellectual conversation in between innings that you all missed out on.
I'm going to blame Taunton's Ryan Mcdougall. He complimented our broadcast before the game. We got all cocky, and now I'm screwing up left and right. Well, speaking of that, Ryan Mcdougall leading off. Ryan hitting .444 in the season, 1 home run, 15 runs knocked in, 5 doubles, .622 slugging percentage. Last year, he hit .341 in the for Taunton's baseball team, 13 runs scored.
Yeah, but in the what have you done for me lately department, he's 0 for 1 with a ground out to first. So, you know, you just wonder if Coach Bork will be benching him. As you usually do with your number 3 hitters that are looking to attend college in the fall.
As a no, he's a junior. He's already committed to Dayton.
Exactly.
Fastball,
Division I.
Yeah, fastball is high. Ball 1 to Ryan. Also, Ryan cursing himself, wearing my old football number, 34. Some people might say, no, Paul, that's David Ortiz's baseball number.
Who?
Called strike 1-1 to Ryan, who ground out to Jamie Block, 3 unassisted in the first inning.
Saltmarsh looking to have a little bit of a comeback inning in terms of, especially in terms of pitch count.
Ooh, that came in. That's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Had a nice late drop. Mcdougall was looking to leave it up, and it had a real good drop on it at the end. Nice pitch for Saltmarsh. Again, this is a tough team to strike out, Taunton.
There's a shot to right field. Going back is Cooper Johnson. Looking up over the fence. And touch them all. The 2nd home run of the season for Ryan Mcdougall. Wow.
I was looking for the home plate umpire to give the home run signal. It was the base umpire.
So now that would make, let's see, 2 + 1. That makes it 3-1, right, Kevin?
Now you get the score right.
All right, we're 4 pitches into the top of the 3rd inning, and I haven't made a mistake yet. Wow.
For Mcdougall, a 2nd home run to go along with his 16th run batted in on the season. And again, Taunton comes in averaging 7.8 runs scored per game.
Yeah.
So again, like we said last night, important not to get down. The score is 3-1.
Yep.
You're still fighting for a playoff spot, which you want to get into the tournament.
Missing outside to Dawson Bryce, the junior shortstop, came in hitting .413.
He raised his average. We have him for an infield single.
Yep, 2 stolen bases and a run scored. Oh, there's a shot to deep left field. That gets down, though, a line drive over the fence for a ground rule double.
Danny Johnson in left got a real good jump on that right off the bat, but he was shading more towards left center.
Yes.
And that was hit more directly to left field. He got on his horse, ran after it, but that thing was shot 1 hop over the fence.
Yep.
Ground rule double.
Fence is about straight down the line and left 315 feet. About 370 in the power alleys. Big lead for Bryce at 2nd base. First pitch swinging is Alan Lewis. He lined out to the center fielder McKenna in the 2nd inning. That's a foul ball, strike 1.
And Taunton coming up aggressive this inning at the plate, going after the first one, which I like that approach. If you like it, go after it. Sitting back, waiting for the perfect pitch, it's risky.
2nd time through the order they've seen Billy. Nice stop by Aiden Hockwater on a breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Alan Lewis. 7 runs knocked in the year.
Attleboro did have somebody warming last inning. just in case.
Yeah.
And again, Billy is a little over 50 pitches now anyway. When I asked Coach Mcdougall, I said, who's the first reliever? He said, everyone's available.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. They haven't played.
Everyone's got
Since
a
the
fresh
11th.
arm.
Called strike on the inside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alan Lewis.
Important pitch here now for Saltmarsh. He gave up the home run on the 1-2 pitch.
Yep.
That'll drive a coach crazy, especially as he moves in, into college. His coaches there will work hard on 0-2, 1-2 deliveries. So we'll see something probably out of the zone. Try to get him chasing.
That stayed up. Almost came down. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Billy wanted that. There's been a few pitches. You
Yeah.
can just tell by his facial reaction. He's not showing up the He's just a couple of pitches that he wanted.
Yeah. Again, Brent Petrowski behind the plate. Coyle Castle High School. Played hockey, college hockey at Post. Is it university or college in Connecticut?
I think he said college earlier.
Yeah. Called strike on a beautiful breaking ball.
That's Billy's first strikeout.
Yep.
And we mentioned Taunton only strikes out about 3.5 to 4 times, 3.8 times a game
Wow.
as a team. That one, I think, caught the corner in the letter high because Lewis did not like that call.
Yeah. Colby Dakuta is up, their catcher heading to Endicott College. Beautiful campus up there in the North Shore. He walked, stole a base, and actually his courtesy runner scored. He looks at called strike 1 from Billy Saltmarsh.
Attleboro middle infielders Tabor and Hull paying close attention to Dawson, but he still has a big lead there. I want to step off just to get him a step or 2 back towards second.
Wow. Swing and a miss.
Nice curve.
0-2 to Colby DaCosta. Came in hitting .406, 7 runs scored, 12 runs knocked in. Taunton, again, 12-3 on the season, but 2 of those losses, tough ones. 2 out of their last 3 games, they've been knocked off.
Nice stop.
Low and outside, nice stop. Hawkwater 5-2 by King Philip and 7-1 to Franklin. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dakuta.
We got another moment. We got a big update from Taunton
Okay.
on the Attleboro softball team.
Curveball, called strike 3. No complaints from Colby Dakuta that. So 2 strikeouts in a row, both on that same pitch.
Both on the curveballs, and Billy, it's all what's the bread and butter pitch there is the high fastball, and it's his curveball that he's got the last 2 batters out, the number 5 and 6 batters in the lineup.
And we had a game earlier this year where we had 6 strikeouts total, 5 of them in a row.
Yes.
Just missing low to Sean Callie, the junior center fielder. 2 runs scored, 6 runs knocked in the year.
Fouled out to Aiden Hawkwater on a real nice catch by Hawkwater as the wind kind of picked it up in foul territory, and Aiden tracked it very well.
It has been a dry, windy spring. Oh, there's a shot into right center field. Hitting third base is Dawson Bryce. He'll score easily. Cutoff throw knocked down by Block. 3+1. That makes 4-1 Taunton. I count good, folks.
Very good, very good.
RBI.
Nice block by Jamie Block on that. Just no advancement to second, just kept it in front of him. There's a quick mound visit. I'll give you the update.
Yep.
Going into the bottom of the 4th. I'm sorry, after 4.
Okay.
Attleboro 6, Taunton nothing.
Really?
In the top of the 4th, Lindsay Perry with a single, Sarah Mayer with a bunt single, Lily Ruthier with a single, Lauren Eby with a single and an RBI, Kayla Goldrick with a single and an RBI, Riley Camacho with a double and 2 RBIs, Ari Amaro with a fielder's choice RBI, Paige had a bunt pop-up to 3rd, Emily Eby had a single and an RBI, and then a pop-up to end the inning. And then some good catches. So 6-0 Attleboro after 4, upset brewing in Taunton.
Brady Boucher is up. Brady reached on an error and stole second base, was stranded at 3rd, looks at ball 1 low. Came in hitting .250 with a .357 on base percentage, 7 run scores, and I've got 10 RBIs. Is that what you got?
I have 10 RBIs as well.
Okay.
2 doubles, 7 runs, 3 walks.
High. 2-0.
It's funny, I'm sorry, even the lower averages on the team, which aren't necessarily bad, they have on-base percentages that are over 100 points higher than their batting average. So they may not be hitting for average as well as they want, the Taunton players, but they're seeing the ball well, and they're working the walks when necessary. A mound visit here by Coach Dunley.
Steve,
that was quick.
That was a very quick message.
Taunton changed their pitcher. You don't see that too often in softball or in Taunton.
I've called a couple of Taunton's softball state championships out at Worcester State for the National Federation of High School Sports Network. Only one of the 2 years did I screw up my scorebook and get the order wrong. It's late in the game, though. It's pretty much decided then. Breaking ball is outside. 3-0 to Brady Boucher.
No, nobody was listening then anyway. It's like the old Major League. That's right. Nobody's listening anyway. You can't say that on the air.
Ball 4 low. Third walk for Billy against 2 strikeouts. Runners at.
I got this 4th walk. You have 3 walks last inning? This could be my mistake.
2.
Nope.
Nope, you're right. 3 walks last inning.
Oh, and that's going to be the day.
Yeah. So 4 walks total. So moving to second is Sean Calley. Going down to first is Brady Boucher.
So 71 pitches for Saltmarsh through 2 2/3. And my guess, well, I'm not even going to guess who they're going to bring in. Why don't I just look at the roster?
And we'll have that when we get back on AACS 15 Sports. 4-1 Taunton.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Johnny Pagano has come in relief for Billy Saltmarsh. Kevin?
Yeah, real good, hard-throwing sophomore, making his 5th appearance. I believe all of them out of the bullpen, but I'll have to double-check on that.
Yeah.
But making his 5th appearance on the year in 7 2/3 innings, has 9 strikeouts and a save on the season.
Ooh.
He is definitely one of the good young sophomores they're counting on for the future. And obviously for this year, too, as he comes into a key situation here. First and second, 2 out, number 9 hitter, Andrew Calley, not your typical number 9 hitter.
Yeah. He can fly. The sophomore right fielder walked and was stranded at second in the 2nd inning. Missing low is Pagano. 1-0 to Andrew. Came in hitting .378, 8 runs scored.
And not the most patient hitter, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. He just worked his second walk of the season.
Yeah.
So expect him to go up there hacking away. Fielders be ready. They have a force out at any base.
Good lead at second base. Runners on first and second. Up and in. Foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike to Andrew. At second base is Sean Calley getting a good aggressive lead out there. At first is Boucher.
I like Taunton's leads. They don't necessarily get intimidated by being held on at second. It's a long throw.
Yeah.
You can usually it's very deliberate by the pitcher when they go to try to make a pickoff at second base.
Breaking ball, nice stop, Aiden Hawkwater. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And Sean Calley had at second base had an inkling of going. He was in between trying to get that dirt ball read, but Aiden Hochberg did a nice job of gathering the ball up and no advancement. 2-1 to Andrew Cali.
Going through a litany of signals with a runner on second. Tabor, the shortstop, holding. Missing low, 3-1. Attleboro defensively, Aiden Hochwater catching, Del Pazzo at third, Owen Tabor is short, Evan Houle at second, Jamie Block at first, Danny Johnson in left, Brody McKenna in center field, and Cooper Johnson in right field. Again, a nice stop, Hochwater. Ball 4, that's going to load the bases.
First walk for Pagano.
Yep.
Bringing up Evan Cali, who lined out to center field and walked on 6 pitches and got an RBI in that walk as well, back in the second inning.
So Andrew Cali at first, Boucher at second, Sean Cali at third. Swing and a miss, didn't want to swing at that.
Yeah, kind of a tentative swing there.
Evan Cali lined out to the center fielder, walked to drive in a run. Scored 13 on the season. Knocked in 6. Pagano, the right-hander, looks a little low. 1-1.
Good backhand stab there by Hochwater.
This game is officially 1 hour old right now. We're in the top of the third.
You just reminded me of Joe Buck. I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. Foul back, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We are expecting thunderstorms later on. Supposed to be well after this game's ended,
but you can never tell.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you ever watch a national broadcast game with Joe Buck? You always know what time it is, and it's midnight on the East Coast. He always tells you what time it is on the East Coast.
Breaking ball, a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Evan Cali, and Johnny on the mound, very relaxed look in his face.
Relax. If you're going with a high leg, which you don't always see a high leg going from the stretch, if he has an out pitch, I would throw it here.
Missing low, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Evan Cali.
We saw this a little bit earlier in the game. Now the Taunton runners can get a tremendous head start, especially with the high leg. The runner on second, Cali will be almost down to third.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. That's going to be low in the zone, so that's Cali's 2nd RBI of the game via the walk.
And the 2nd walk of the game, giving him just 3 walks on the season.
Wow.
3rd run of the inning. And that runs the score to 5-1 in favor of Taunton with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. The 9th batter of the inning, Braden Sullivan, comes to the plate.
Driven in 14 runs on the season.
Oh, that
hits the plate and goes over Aiden's head. We're going to have to call that a wild pitch.
Yeah.
Scoring from 3rd base is number 17, Brady Boucher.
Yeah, Aiden had no chance on that one. I mean, it literally hit the top of the plate.
Actually, a black kind of slanted part.
Yeah, and it shot well over Aiden and the umpire's head. Went all the way to the backstop. 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs now for Taunton.
1-0 to Braden Sullivan. Came in with a 487 average. Oh boy, a bomb to right center field. Well hit. And that goes over the fence for a ground rule double. And that's going to score 2 runs. So a 2 RBI double for Braden Sullivan. He has flown out to left and was robbed by Evan Houle on a pop-up.
That brings his RBI total on the season. That gives him RBIs number 15 and 16 on the season. And that brings back up Ryan Mcdougall, who started this inning with a home run on a 1-2 pitch.
So 1 run scored there, right?
No, 2.
2 runs, yeah.
So the runner on second with 2 outs for Ryan Mcdougall.
So Sullivan's at 3rd. All right, there we go.
No, Sullivan scored, did he? Oh, sorry, Sullivan's at second. Sullivan's at second with the double. No one's at 3rd.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And that was a ball high. Mcdougall 1-0.
Evan Cali. Okay, so he did score in that.
Yeah, the wild pitch brought him
6.
in.
Yep.
So the ground rule double, it was with runners on second and third. So that brought in both runners. And that was a ball high and outside. 2-0. To the junior, to the Dayton, Division I Dayton verbal commit.
Yeah. Again, his brother up at UMaine. Red shirt.
Could be a play at second. Nope, no pickoff play. A little late swing. He knew it.
Yeah, that's 2-1 to Ryan, and that's.
Hey, if you're gonna swing like that, it better be 2-0. Right? Just kind of waved at it. He was expecting one pitch and got another.
I haven't seen every Taunton game this season, obviously, but I'm going to bet that's Ryan's worst swing of the year.
It could be up there. He was laughing as he finished his swing.
Started this inning off with a bomb of a home run to deep right field. And 3 unassisted in the first inning.
I'd like to see Attleboro put a play on at second base. That is a huge lead. Tabor is in between the runner and the base. Pagano does looking back. Nothing doing.
Missing outside, 3-1.
3-1.
We had a flash play in high school where the catcher would just flash all 5 fingers of his hands. Hopefully the shortstop would see that, and the pitcher would turn and wheel and try to pick off at second.
And we used to have a play where the shortstop could signal the pitcher.
Yep.
You know, and you also signal the center fielder too, so he's ready for the backup.
Yep.
He might even cheat in a couple of steps, try not to give it away.
Called strike on a breaking ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Mcdougall with a .622 slugging percentage, which has gone up today.
And you see his patience there. You see why he's a Division I commit. 3-1. A lot of people are chasing that.
Yep.
We tell so many people 3-1. It's going to be your pitch.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the pitcher's pitch. That wasn't his. 3-2. It might be his now, but
Yeah.
he's waiting. You know.
Just a bit high. Ball 4. Runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the third.
That was a great at bat for Mcdougall. Good pitch, other than that one swing. But
Yes, right.
he's going up there. You'll see. You know, the Division I commits. They have a different approach to the game than other people do. So his approach, was, at 3-1. I don't like that pitch. And if we have a pitching change here or just a mound visit.
That's Mcdougall's 4th plate appearance, and we're still in the top of the third.
Oh, we have a pitching change here.
And Pagano's coming out. So Pagano did not record an out.
14 pitches for Pagano. And
coming in is at number 1. That's going to be Ben Hawkwater.
All right.
So he'll be pitching to his cousin Aiden, right?
Yes.
Okay. We'll be back with a little more information on the left-hander Ben Hawkwater after this. It is 8-1 Taunton in the top of the third on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here for your home or business needs this summer. They're a family-run business that always welcomes new customers. They offer air conditioning, generator, and home appliance installation with 24-hour emergency service. For more details, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or on the web at whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. J Carwash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel set up our backstop camera. We'll be editing this later. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. And this has been quite a productive inning for the Taunton Tigers. 6 runs in, 4 hits.
And facing Attleboro's third pitcher of the inning, Ben Hawkwater, making his 5th appearance, 4 2/3 innings, 6 strikeouts, a 0 ERA, and a 1.08 WHIP.
Dawson Bryce looks at ball 1 high. Dawson in the second inning had an infield hit, stole second, stole third, and scored. Where did his double go in the third?
It went to left field.
That's
I
right.
think it was a ground rule double down the left field line.
Foul off of Aiden's mask.
Does that count as a flinch if I go to catch it?
No.
Shouldn't have to be a flinch. All right, beautiful.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No flinch. Well, there's a quick, there's a quick visit. We give you a quick update from Taunton on the Attleboro girls team. They lead after 5, 6-1. So Taunton got one back in the bottom of the 5th. So after 5, Attleboro 6, Taunton 1.
And umpires and catchers, they take care of each other when you take one off the mask, as the home plate umpire Brent Petrowski walked that ball out to Ben's cousin Aiden. Excuse me, Aiden's cousin Ben Hawkwater. Nice breaking ball, staying with it beautifully as Bryce lacing it into the left center field gap.
Could be 3.
Scoring from second.
They're going for 3.
Wow. Into third base, face first slide, a triple to left center field.
And now Dawson Bryce is a home run away from the cycle.
So how many runs scored on that? Just McDougall, right?
No, 2 RBIs.
Oh, that's right.
Can't have 2 guys standing on
Braden
third.
Sullivan, yep. Braden Sullivan scores. McDougall. So what a day for Bryce Dawson. He's now 3 for 3. An infield hit, 2 doubles.
No, that was a triple.
Triple, that's right, to left center.
Strike 1 to Alan Lewis is lined out to center and struck out looking.
This might be my worst day behind the microphone I have had in a very, very long time. I don't know what is going on.
A ball low in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Alan Lewis, the junior, who came in hitting .385 with a .469 on base, 7 RBIs.
Outside. What do you got for count? 2 and 1.
Balls.
Just 2 balls?
No, you said it right. 2 and 1.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, what's the count? 2 and 1?
Yeah. Well, I've lost all confidence now. This is weird. Man. Whoops.
Well, we have a moment too. Ball up high, 3 and 1. I'd like to thank my furniture replacement expert, Dave Angel, who fished out a chair for me. My text at 1:22 just was not received. Now I'm sure Callahan got here from Providence, no problem.
I was napping then. Ball 4. So Lewis is lined out to the center fielder, struck out swinging and walked. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th batter of the inning coming up, Colby Dakuda. He has walked, stolen a base, and scored, and struck out looking for the second out of this inning. 9 batters ago.
Yeah, a long inning, and Saltmarsh did have 2 strikeouts back-to-back looking, but that did not deter Taunton from starting yet another rally within that framework of this inning.
Yeah.
First and third, and a pickoff attempt over at first. You got the quick lefty move going to the lefty block at first base, keeping him close at first. Colby came in 406 with a 488 on base.
Oh, a shot up the middle over second base, driving in a run, and stopping at second is Alan Lewis. Scoring was Bryce, so Bryce is now 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored. 2 runs knocked in.
That was Colby.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Colby is now 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. See, that time you just assumed I'd make a mistake, Kevin, and I actually got it right.
That's the way you said it confused me for a second. So first and second, 2 outs for Sean Calley, the center fielder. Fouled out to the catcher and singled to right center and scored earlier this inning.
For an RBI.
For an RBI?
Yeah.
That was my little dot there.
There we go.
Now it was a ball outside. 1-0.
Sean's now driven in 7 runs on the season, scored 3. Oh, nice stop by Aiden Hawkwater. 2-0 to Sean Calley. Sean's the cousin. The other 4 Calleys are brothers, which is Jack, Evan, and Andrew. Well, no, Jack's on the JV field today.
I feel bad for the coach.
Yeah.
No ball high. 3 balls, no strikes to Sean Calley.
9 runs this inning, 11 total for Taunton. Ball 4. These 2 teams played earlier in the season. Taunton won by the score of 4-0. So bases stacked again with 2 outs. And Brady Boucher is coming up. He's reached on an error, stolen a base, was stranded at third in the second.
Seems like each Attleboro pitcher, I'm sorry, Paul.
Walked and scored in the third, yep.
Just trying to do too much.
Yeah.
You know,
Called strike on the outside edge.
Beginning of the year, Attleboro struggled with the walks. It had gotten better. Their whip was well over. I'm sorry, their walks per inning was well over 1. They've got that well under 1 now, and today they're struggling with their walks. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike to Brady, who's got the defensive play of the game. A beautiful catch in deep left center field. Called strike on the outside edge, and I think, Kevin, that's a 11-1 strike.
It's still only the 3rd inning, though, so it's gotta be careful how much he opens up the strike zone. It's still early.
Breaky ball, and that's going to get by. Hawkwater scoring on the wild pitch, sliding in face first is Alan Lewis, who got a great jump. So despite the big lead, Taunton's still very, very intense out here. Other runners move up to 3rd is Dakuda, who's staying in there. No courtesy runner. To 2nd is Callie. Yep.
Yeah, I'm okay with him. It's the 3rd inning. I'm okay with him taking it. It's on a wild pitch.
So
to me, it's almost insulting if you don't.
Right.
And you're still in the first half of the game.
Yep. No.
So.
Called strike on the inside corner, and that will
It's
end.
strike 3. Okay, yeah.
The 3rd out, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 batters come to the plate in the 3rd inning. 10 runs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7,
everybody
8,
scored in
9,
that
10.
inning but Colby, the catcher.
Yep, so 10 runs come in. We'll figure out the hits and all that later. So it is 12-1 for Taunton as we head into the bottom of the 3rd inning on AACS 15 Sports.
Sweet strawberry icing. You were strolling along in goodwill when just past that mid-century side table and denim jacket you spotted them, nestled in their display case. Miniature donut earrings. Oh, yes! Yes! Your favorite half-breakfast pastry, half-all-day dessert food, made into your favorite form of ear candy. Oh, my. Those bejeweled sprinkles have satisfied some unknown hunger within you. Shh. Do you smell that? That's the sugary scent of shopping success. For this is Goodwill. And with every item you buy, you fund local job training and more. So go forth. Bring home those donut earrings. And bring home so much good to your community. Goodwill. Bring good home. Brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Good decision, in my opinion.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Wow, we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is 12-1 Taunton. I have Taunton 12 runs on 7 hits, 1 bombardier error. Taunton has left 5 runners on base. I have no idea how many runs are earned and how many runs are unearned. We'll work that out later. Taunton has made a pitching change. I think they're going to decide to save Evan Callie.
Yeah, I think, and you mentioned, with the score 12 to 1, they're bringing in Colin Botello, and by our recollection, this is his first appearance on the mound this year for the senior. But with Taunton having 3 games this week, 1 against New Bedford and 1 against Mansfield coming up, they want to save maybe some of their pitching. And Callie, the starting pitcher, only threw 40 pitches in 2 innings, so he will be available the rest of the week for them, assuming his arm's okay.
Wow, and I'm quite sure it is. As Kevin said, we believe this is Patello's first pitching appearance, but he's heading to Curry.
Yes. My guess is probably as a position player, but who knows? Sometimes the coaches see something, and then you need pitching in college. So Tabor looks at a ball high in his 2nd appearance.
And it's interesting. The Taunton suffered some injuries to their pitching staff early in the season and the preseason, so they have a lot of position players taking the mound this year. That is fouled off to the right. First baseman Ryan Mcdougall makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. And Cooper Johnson steps to the plate. We want to say hello to Bob and Kathy, his I think aunt and uncle, watching down at the Villages in Florida, which we believe is the same condo complex where Jerry Seinfeld's parents.
El Boca Vista?
Yes. The Villages might be right next to El Boca Vista. Check swing.
If they were in St. Augustine, we know that's officially Attleboro South.
Yes. The big Papa Hool. Patello. Wow, a lot of heat on that fastball. 0-2. Cooper had a base hit to right center in the bottom of the first. Attleboro 1 run on 3 hits. Taunton 12 runs on 7. Swing and a miss, but it's in the dirt. We got a new catcher in too, I think.
Is that number 23?
I think that's 28 who's catching now. Quincy Jones Sylvia. Because the starting catcher, Dakuta, is a lot taller
Is
than
it Quincy
that.
Jones 26? And you said 28.
Oh, okay.
28 is Jesse Chaves.
Okay.
There's a strike called to Christian Dame. Flew out deep to left field his first at bat back in the first inning.
And he was robbed by Boucher. Fouls it back, count.
0-2. Good cut there by Dame. And Botello, like Callie, working quick.
Yeah.
Gets the ball. Again, not quick pitching.
Right.
But just gets the ball, gets the sign, and goes.
So catching is Sylvia.
Could be a base
Ground ball. Far range to his right is Bryce. Long throw across the diamond in time.
No, he's safe.
Oh, okay.
Infield single.
That time your head was in the way.
I backed off to see the umpire's call. And, I got a big head.
Yeah. So that's an infield hit for Christian. Sneaky fast. That's the 4th Bombardier hit of the day. This brings up Jamie Block. Jamie ground out to shortstop. In the second, that pitch is high. Ball 1 to Block. So first base.
So who's catching number 28, you believe?
Yep.
Is in for Colby, we think.
That's Sylvia. And again, during the infield outfield warm-ups, he was out there with Dakuta. So
That's Jesse Chavers.
yep. Pop to right field. That's going to go foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jamie Block. 3 doubles on the year.
Okay. We don't know if there are any other changes. Sometimes they tell us, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, we didn't. And again, it's a deep roster at Taunton. Ton of players on the roster.
Well,
Hit by pitch for Block. So 2 runners on. So for the Bombardiers, the comeback starts now.
well, it's going to start somewhere, and it's important for them to keep hitting. Jamie Block, that is the 4th time he's been hit on the season.
Bombardiers have been hit a lot. Now, who's batting? This is Billy Saltmarsh's spot in the order.
Okay, I'm not.
Ball outside.
Number 19, Nick Pantages, his 3rd at bat on the season.
Okay. Ground ball fielded, speared out of the air by the pitcher. Patello goes to first base to retire the side. That's out of field position there. So for Attleboro, no runs, 1 hit, 2 more runners left on base after 3 complete. It is Taunton 12, Attleboro 1.
J Carwash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Just had a nice conversation with home plate umpire Brett Petrowski. Gave him my card with where to watch this game on the AACS YouTube channel. I warned him I've made a ton of mistakes today. Wow. roughest time behind the microphone in a long time. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Who's in pitching, Kevin, for Attleboro, their 4th pitcher?
Number 10, Sean O'Hara, making his 6th appearance on the year. Couple strikeouts. So this is, who came in after Pagano to pitch?
Ben Hawkwater.
Oh, Ben Hawkwater, and now we got O'Hara. Okay.
So,
And Sean O'Hara.
yeah. So we head to the top of the 4th. Taunton with a 12-1 lead, 12 runs, 7 hits, 1 Bombardier error. Tigers have left 5 runners on base. And these two teams met earlier in the season at Taunton. It was a 4-0 Tiger win. Both teams had a 5-day layoff since their last games on May 11th. Bombardiers looked a bit rusty today. The Tigers not so much.
Not so much. It's yeah, it's been a tough season for Attleboro. Trying to keep their playoff hopes alive, and even if they can make a bit of a comeback and just narrow the gap, that can help them in their playoff picture.
Yeah.
But again, they have a very tough schedule to finish out their season as well.
This is number 40, I believe, stepping to the plate. That's going to be Joseph.
Joseph Kozlowskis.
Okay.
If you say so, right?
The font is, my font is tiny and kind of blurry there.
Kozlowskis is how I would say it.
Yep.
He looks like he's batting for Andrew Cali, who is 0 for 0 with 2 walks and a run score.
Kozlowskis, 1 hit and 3 at-bats this year. Cold strike.
Has an RBI as well on the season, and a double. So I guess his hit was a double.
Yeah. Ball.
Ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Kozlowskis, a right-handed hitter here. And good job by the Taunton coaching staff. Situation like this, getting as many players in as possible. 3 balls and 1 strike to Ryan.
A couple of reasons for that as well too. You know you don't want
Joseph,
any injuries to your starters, and you want the opportunity for your players to get in there and get their varsity experience. Excuse me, swing at the fair ball.
Wow.
Oh no.
And then Hawkwater and O'Hara bump into each other.
Pick up the ball. Pick up the ball.
Yep. That's still a fair ball.
Yeah.
So what are you calling that?
It's an error.
Yep.
I'll let you pick.
Well, technically, it's an error on O'Hara because he didn't field the ball cleanly, but he didn't field the ball cleanly because he got unintentionally cross-body blocked by his catcher. But
and Andrew Cali is coming back in, reinserted to run.
Yeah.
So that was just for 1 at bat. So he's reinserted now. So his Cali's running. So I'm just going to go E1.
Okay. So that's the 2nd Bombardier error today. Leadoff runner on for Taunton.
And Taunton reinserts starting right fielder Andrew Cali.
Go back to the top of the order. Evan Cali, who is today's starting pitcher.
Is that who's up to?
No, I don't think so, because Evan's a left-handed batter.
So that's number 12 for Taunton. Colin Botello getting his 2nd at bat of the season.
And Colin came in at pitcher.
I did something good today with my handwritten notes.
What?
Which I can tell you. I wrote the numbers in order.
Oh, excellent.
As opposed to just some arbitrary thing that I've done. So now I know where to look on my sheet for subs.
Good lead. Runner is going. Pitcher is low and away. If Hawkwater's not going to bother throwing. Stolen base for Cali.
Yeah, that was low and away. He got a good jump on him, and that's tough. Tough to throw him out there.
Yeah.
So 2-0 to Botello, right? 2-0.
Yep.
Okay. Sometimes I forget to mark the book on stolen bases.
As a shot to right field.
Tagging.
Cooper Johnson makes the catch. Quick throw
Nice
in
throw.
to shortstop Tabor. Good arm for Cooper.
Nice throw there by Cooper Johnson, holding Cali to 2nd base.
So in my book, that's the
L.
Yeah.
So he's got an L8 and an L9 to his credit.
Yeah. That's the 3rd hard hit out for the Tigers today. This brings up, is this Sullivan? We got to check the number.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Braden Sullivan, number 11, came in hitting .487 with a .558 on base percentage and a .667 slugging percentage. Ball 1 outside. He's flown out to left. Nice catch by Evan Houle fighting the wind in the second, and then had a 2 RBI double to right center in the endless third inning.
And to be fair, that wasn't the second time Botello lined out. That was his first time lining out because that was his first
Exactly,
at bat.
you're right.
Tough to line out twice in one at bat.
Yeah.
So he replaced Evan Cali, who was 0 for 1 on the day, working in second and third walks of the season with 2 RBIs. We'll see if Evan Cali gets reinserted back in.
Yeah.
O'Hara from the stretch.
Well, Botello's pitching. I think he's going to stay in
he'll
there.
probably stay in there.
Base hit to left field, fielded by Danny Johnson. Runners coming home. He will score as it's cut off by the Attleboro third baseman Del Paso. So a base hit and an RBI for Braden Sullivan. So that's his 3rd RBI of the game, 17th of the season.
And that steps up Ryan Mcdougall, number 34, who really got things going with the home run back in the 3rd inning.
Yep. So that's the
Led off the inning.
8th hit for the Tigers. Called strike to Ryan Mcdougall, heading to Dayton, already committed as a junior. We mentioned his brothers at Maine, and his brother Danny. I think he had he had a hard luck high school career. Football, baseball, and basketball. Came through a ton of injuries, came back every time. Curveball is fouled away by Mcdougall. Scored 2 runs last inning. The home run, and then he walked and came around and scored.
You don't get to say that too often in your career.
Yeah, 0-2 to Ryan. O'Hara, the tall righty, looks.
On it goes.
Pitches high. Throw by Hawkwater, but the stolen base in time. Sliding into second is Sullivan.
Quick update heading into the bottom of the 7th. Attleboro leads Taunton 6-2. Taunton turned a 6-4-3 double play.
Wow.
We saw a 4-6-3
Yeah.
in the almost perfect game by Lily Ruth there in a shortened game to 5 innings.
Oh, that ball is hit high and deep to left field. Back is Danny Johnson at the wall. Makes the catch against the fence. And going back to second base. Out at second. No, the ball is dropped. It was a one. The ball was caught by the shortstop. Tabor flipped it to Evan Houle, who went to make a barehanded catch and couldn't hold on. So a near double play.
And nearly McDougall's second home run going opposite field.
Wow.
Just got under it a bit.
Yep.
Did carry it. A good play. Almost had him doubled off as Sullivan was all the way at 3rd.
Wow.
And just could not complete the double play. So 2 outs.
2 more feet, that's out of here. This brings up Dawson Bryce. Called strike. Nice breaking ball by O'Hara. What a game Bryce has had. An infield hit, 2 stolen bases, and scored a run in the second. In the 3rd, had a ground rule double to left field and scored, and a 2 RBI triple to left center and scored. Nice stop by Aiden.
And you know he's got to be thinking it because he has one this year. He is a home run away from the cycle.
Oh, that's right.
He does have a home run. So you wonder if he's thinking, hey, if I can turn on one, why not go for it?
And it'd be a natural cycle.
Yes, in order.
Tabor takes his hat off at shortstop, and then O'Hara steps off, so I think they had some kind of play on.
I'd like to see him have that play. We've seen a lot of daylight between the shortstop and the base runner at second base. Houle now covering at second.
High. I got 2-1 to
Yes.
Dawson Bryce.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now, do you think Dawson is playing so well today? Because I compared him to my father, who's in the Hall of Fame at UVM for 2 sports earlier.
I'm sure that's what happened.
Whoops. That ball is going to be a wild pitch. Moving to third base is Sullivan. You ever have one of those days, Kevin?
Oh, one of those. Yes, yes, I've had one of those days before. You know, it's you can almost the atmosphere. It's weird. It's an outdoor venue.
Yeah.
It's about 100, maybe 200 people here, and it's so spread out. But you can feel the air is just different than when the game started. It's just the air has been sucked out of Drummond Field today.
The Drummond Street turf fields. Rare day here. The wind is usually blowing in the baseball field and out on the softball field. Today it's just the opposite, wind blowing out. 3-1 is the count, according to home plate umpire Brent Petrowski. What does he know? He's a hockey player.
Exactly.
Missing inside, ball 4.
5 pitch. So it's first and third. We
Yep.
do have a final. There was a leadoff single. This is always surprising to me. Taunton did a sacrifice bunt down 4 in their offense. I'm sure Attleboro was more than happy to take the out, a fly to center and a pop up to short to finish the game. Attleboro wins 6-2.
When's the last time Attleboro beat Taunton in softball?
It's been a long, long time.
Legendary program.
Taunton went 2 or 3 years without a loss.
Ball 1 low. Is this Alan Lewis up? What's the number?
If it's number 5, it is. That's right. We got to pay more attention to that too.
That's ball 1 low, and it is Lewis. Lewis lined out to the center fielder, struck out swinging, walked and scored. Just a bit high. 2-0 to Allen, a junior second baseman.
Feel free to join us Wednesday when Attleboro takes on King Philip at the same time in softball. Attleboro last year was the only team to score on Taunton.
Taunton, that's right.
They scored 2 runs in 1 game, and Taunton only gave up 2 runs all year.
Kelsey White went to Villanova. Ball low, 3-0. And when we were talking to the Taunton coach, whose name has escaped me right now, in her second year, great gal.
Yeah.
We had the Taunton-Attleboro game here, which Taunton won. But the girls were looking forward to going to Providence College on the following Saturday to see Kelsey White play for Villanova. Here comes O'Hara. First and third, inside, ball 4, bases are stacked again.
And I think that might be it for O'Hara.
So how many walks total today? 4 by Saltmarsh, 1 by Pagano, 2 by Hawkwater, 2 by O'Hara.
So that's 9 walks on the day.
Wow.
And I didn't see who is coming in. Is that number 13 for Attleboro? It's Matt Harvey. Let's see if we have...
Matt Harvey, sophomore quarterback on the football team, is in. So the score is 13-1 in favor of the Taunton Tigers. We'll be right back after this on AACS 15 Sports.
J Carwash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10.
Apologies to Rico's Pizza. Action is about to restart. Matt Harvey is on the mound. And up right now is Jesse Chavez, or Chavez, who came in a catcher, looks at ball 1. He's, this is his 3rd plate appearance of the year, 2nd at bat. He's got 1 run scored. Nice stop outside, ball 2 from quarterback Matt Harvey to fellow quarterback Aiden Hawkwater.
Harvey making his 3rd appearance on the hill this year. Shavers has worked a walk in his limited appearances. Not coming home. Not coming, not coming.
Wow.
Just in case Aiden was listening. So 3 balls.
Yep. And
no strikes. And that's why it's we talked about it last inning that they were Taunton was still running, and I was okay with that. It was still the first half of the game. And now, I mean, clearly, this is a close game. They're scoring on that on that pitch right there.
Coach Blair Bork holds them off, and that's outside. Ball 4. As getting a bit uncomfortable to watch now as the wheels are falling off for the Bombardiers. Another walk. That's the 10th walk in the game.
Number 44 is batting.
Who first wrote the song Mama Said There'd Be Days Like This? There'd be days like this, my mama said.
This is Peter Moore.
High from Harvey. 44.
Peter Moore. Hey, that rhymes.
Yeah.
Peter's got a .214 on base percentage. Worked a couple walks this year. Limited playing time and scored a run as well. Pitches for this Taunton team.
Swing and a miss.
Nice curveball.
Yeah. Just a bit ahead of that was Peter.
Peter Moore does also have 1.46 ERA on the season.
Wow.
14 innings a pitch. He has appeared in 5 games and started 2 of them for Taunton this year.
2-1. Again, the ball reaches the backstop, and again, the Taunton runners remain anchored to first, second, and third base.
Well, this is what you're playing station to station. A double in the gap, you're taking 2 bases for sure. Triple, same thing. The batter gets to kind of choose how far he's going to run.
Nice pitch. There's a breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That might be the strike zone's been expanded a bit. And again, that's fine.
Exactly, absolutely. We're an hour and 40 minutes into this. We're in the 4th inning.
The only one that you
3
feel
balls,
bad
2
for
strikes.
when the strike zone's expanded is the sophomore getting his first varsity
Yeah,
at bat.
exactly.
He's forced to go swinging at pitches under his eyes. That's not how I was taught.
Oh, there's a we got under
way
it a little
better.
bit.
That's trouble. That's dropping.
Blooping into left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. So 2 RBIs for Peter Moore.
That sounded so much better. I thought it was going to be a grand slam, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, but 2 RBIs, 2 more runs in. So that for Peter Moore, I believe those are his first 2 RBIs of the season. They are. So this is supposed to be number 17. It's number 9 batting right now, Jack Gobin.
15-1.
Yes.
Wait, that's 4 runs this inning. 16-1.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4 runs. Yep. This is Jack Gobin batting. 4 for 21 on the year. He has a double, a triple, 5 RBIs, and 4 runs scored. So in his limited plate appearances on the year, when he's got on, he's really made something happen. Number 9, Jack Gobin.
4 runs in this inning, 16 overall. 2 more hits this inning.
And I'm going to say he went, and the base umpire said he went too. So 0-2 to Gobin. And then I'm just going to make the assumption that all the subs will just take their spots. Like he'll go out the left field. Nice curve.
Ground ball. Fielded by Matt Harvey, flips it to Moore. So 9 more batters to the plate.
4 runs.
1, 2, 3, 4 runs on 2 hits, 2 runners left on base. After 3.5 innings, it is Taunton 16, Attleboro 1 on AACS 15 Sports.
All right, everybody in the car, let's go.
What are we gonna do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride? No, I want to fish.
Okay.
I've never been fishing.
Honey, we can do it all.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not.
Is it gonna be long?
No, sweetie.
I bet it takes forever.
It's not that far.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already? No way. Come on.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. It's been a tough day for the Bombardiers, and if Cooper Johnson's relatives are still listening down at the Villages in Florida, Bob and Kathy, you're our fans.
Fans of the game?
I was going to say year, maybe decade.
Oh, if they're still listening.
Yes.
If we can get confirmation that they're still listening,
Yes.
they will win Fan of the Year.
We will say to them, we will say to Bob and Kathy, $1 million. We can't pay a cent, it's not in the budget, but we can at least say the words, $1 million. Text Cooper's father, let us know if you're still listening. And if you really loved Cooper, you would be. Danny Johnson is in the batter's box.
No pitch, no at bat. No pitch, no at bat. There was a ball loose, and the base umpire called time.
That's right, absolutely right, because the Attleboro pitcher is warming up on the first baseline. The ball got away, was rolling behind home plate, and I think the base umpire, Steve Keefe,
he clearly called time before the pitch was thrown. Danny Johnson, the on-deck hitter, went to go retrieve the ball.
Good job.
And
good work by the umpires there, Steve Keefe and Brett Petrowski. Brett's concentrating on the pitcher. He didn't see it. Steve, the base umpire, did the right thing.
And the ball gets away sometimes from whoever might be warming up for Attleboro.
Yep. So that's no pitch, correct?
No pitch.
Okay.
And who is pitching? Number 31.
31, thank you.
Sean Murphy.
Okay.
And I don't have any numbers on Sean Murphy either.
Nope. So it might be Sean's first appearance. Danny Johnson blasts the ball to deep. Oh, center field leaping and making the catch. And I think that's still Sean Calley out there. And if it's not, I feel badly, because whoever made that play deserves to get their name mentioned. That gets a star in my book.
I mean, that rivals the ball hit to left field, caught by Brady Boucher, off of Christian Dame's bat earlier.
Well, it's a right-handed thrower out there in center field.
A ball one low to Brody McKenna, not Danny Johnson. Danny Johnson was batting. Brody McKenna got the ball.
So Peter Moore batted in the center fielder spot, but Peter's a lot bigger. So I'm going to guess that's Calley still out there in center. What's the count here to Brody McKenna?
2 balls, no strikes. Thank you to the umpire that I think was listening to us.
There it is. A shot towards second base, and McKenna has 2 hits now for the Bombardiers, as at second base is number 5, Alan Lewis.
And that brings up a pinch hitter, Kean Kelleher.
We give him the base hit there?
Yeah, base hit.
Yeah.
Brody McKenna raising his average to over 200 with his 2 for 2 on the day.
And he's knocked in the Attleboro's only run.
Yep, so in RBI, he's 3 for 13 now on the season.
And the ball gets away. And heading down to second base is Brody McKenna, and that's the loudest we've heard the Attleboro bench in a while.
Errant pick off a throw. Yep. Kean Kelleher now batting for Peter Del Pazzo. We'll see if he stays in the game at third. That always kills me as a coach. You're up by 15 runs.
Yeah.
You pitch for a windup guy. It doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. Don't hold him on.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he comes around the score.
Pitch is low.
Now, obviously, he's not going to pitch for no windup, but that's the mentality you have. Just give him a knowing glance. Yeah, I know you're there, but I'm not worried about you.
So Jay Chavez is in a catcher. Called strike.
The expanded zone. Kean hitting 500 on the year, 4 for 8, has a double RBI, 2 runs scored. Worked a walk. Led the Sandlot League in hit by pitches 2 summers ago.
Called strike on the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kean going to Stonehill College in the fall. Should be their ace pitcher. Okay, a pitcher.
Ground ball.
Off his foot.
Oh, that's a foul ball off of Kelleher's foot.
If it wasn't off his foot, he sold it well.
Yes, really.
Because he's limping around in some pain. But no, you can't fake that.
Well,
Ty Dunley goes into the on-deck circle. Looks like he might be hitting for Evan Hool.
get as many people at bats. Oh, nice curveball and staying alive. This Kelleher.
Good piece of hitting there by Kelleher. Recognized the curve late and did just enough to get a piece, get his bat on the ball, follow it off. Remains 1-2. Of course, If he swung and missed, that would have got past the catcher. He'd be standing at first right now,
Yes.
but then he'd be 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Just misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So the strike zone's expanded out to strike 3. Then I'm not going to ring you up on it, but I'm going to have you fall behind in the count. And our voice lowers.
That's low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And again, I should wait for the umpire to call it before I say that's low.
I like to guess.
Yeah.
I like to guess before, right? A lot of times we're pretty accurate with the umpire.
16-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Just missing. Ball 4. So Attleboro runners at first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
An 8-pitch at bat for Kean, working the walk.
Tyler Dunley, the freshman, son of head coach Steve Dunley, who played at Medfield High School and pitched at Boston College. He was the MVP of his high school Thanksgiving Day game his senior year.
Nice.
Not Tyler,
No.
coach, his dad, Steve Dunley.
He looks at ball 1. Dunley picked up I believe his first RBI of the season last game, or 2 games ago, somewhere.
Low, nice 1-hop stop by the catcher Chavez.
On his first varsity hit.
2-0 to Tyler.
Just a freshman, getting more and more action on the mound. Big kid will be looked upon over the course of the next 3 years to be the workhorse of this pitching staff.
Foul. That's why catchers wear chest protectors. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Hayden Hegarty steps into the on-deck circle.
Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tyler.
First and second. Say that more as a reminder to myself.
Yeah.
Make sure my book is right. First and second, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th.
Breaking ball, again, nice stop, Chavez. Full count.
Just to remind you, pitching for Taunton right now is number 31, Sean Murphy.
Yeah. I believe it's his first appearance of the season.
Hitting-wise, he's got a double, 2 triples on the season.
Wow.
Ooh, going for
Swing
some high
and a
heat.
miss, a little bit up. So that's the second out of the inning. And this brings up Hayden Hegarty. Starting, well, he played safety on defense over the years, defensive end, linebacker, split end, tight end on offense. He looks at ball 1 from Sean Murphy. Also a
Hegarty.
backup forward on the basketball team.
Scored a couple of runs this year, 3 for 3 on the base pass. So Cooper Johnson awaits on deck, so if his grandparents aren't listening.
Yes.
Grandson is on deck.
Outside, and the catcher Chavez wants to have a word with Murphy.
2-0.
Yeah.
What do you say in this conversation? Just throw a strike.
Yeah, well, scoreboard says 16-1.
But everyone,
Throws-
you don't go to the plate thinking, okay, I'm going to swing like it's 16-1.
No,
you don't pitch the pitch.
Yeah.
Like you're still doing everything like the score was 0-0. You know, all your mechanics are the same.
Hopefully, yeah. First and second, swing.
Whatever he said
Well,
worked.
whatever he said, Sean put a little extra something on that one.
Yes,
2
he
balls,
did.
1 strike. Dave Pagano coaching third base. Matt Elliott still coaching first. Swing and a miss in the low part of the zone. 2-2 to Hayden.
So you blaming Matt Elliott.
Yes, that's right. With Tim Callahan coaching first base, this result wouldn't be happening today.
Tim Callahan, after his 8-hour meeting with the judge, is off
Or
jury
jury
duty. Curveball, strike.
Curveball catches the edge.
Tough pitch.
So Sean Murphy comes back with 3 straight pitches for the Bombardiers. No
Good
runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. So they have 1 run on 5 hits. No Tiger errors. 7 Attleboro runners left on base. Kevin?
That was a real nice pitch.
Yep.
Real nice curve, and I do think it caught the corner.
Yep. All right, we'll be back top of the 5th on 1320 WAR.
Hey. I don't.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
I don't like that kind of talk. Now just stop it. It upsets me.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. We head to the top of the 5th inning, 16-1 in favor of the Taunton Tigers. Again, last time these teams played, it was a 4-0 game. And in the softball game across town, we believe for the first time since the 1400s,
Yes.
I think 1423, I think was the last time Attleboro beat Taunton in softball, and it happened today. And Kevin, you pointed out, last year Taunton gave up only 2 runs all season long. The Bombardiers were the only team to score on them. This year they get the win over them.
Then they get the win out. We called a good game earlier. Attleboro lost a tight one.
Yeah.
And now they get a chance to get a little bit of revenge, I think, against King Philip from previous years. That should be a heck of a game Wednesday.
Yep.
I just want to make note of the pitcher, senior John Rumley, making his 3rd appearance this year for Attleboro.
Okay.
Very effective, I know, in one of his appearances. I'm not so sure about the second one. His ERA is a little bit high, not ridiculously high, just a little bit up there. But the little bit I know about John is one of the great teammates.
Yeah.
Keeps everybody loose on the bench, and people really love having him around.
So this is Andrew Callie, the sophomore right fielder. He's back in the lineup. He was pinch hit for by Kozlowskis last time up. This 9th spot in the order is the 3rd time the pitcher's change has come right when they're up.
Yes.
Low, what's the count?
2 balls.
2 balls. So he's walked twice and scored a run. Kozlowskis reached on an error, stole a base, and scored a run in this spot in the order. So John Rumley, low, and this is as quiet as we have heard it in a long, long time here at the Drummond Street Turf Fields.
Very quiet. There's a good crowd, good baseball crowd on hand.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Curveball for a strike from the right-hander, 3-1.
Outfield straight away.
Yeah. Ball 4. Okay.
3rd walk of the day for Andrew Callie. And for Andrew Callie, those are his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th walks of the season that he has worked.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11th walk of the day issued by Bombardier pitchers. And you remember what Casey Stengel said, longtime manager of the Yankees, short-time manager of the Mets. Walks will kill you.
Walks, and they will.
Yep.
We do have now batting Sean Murphy,
number 31.
the last pitcher of record. So I already mentioned his hitting, but to remind you, he does have a double, 2 triples, 4 RBIs on the year.
How do you have a double and 2?
He's got 5 hits.
I got a 1 double, 2 trip. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Isn't that what I said?
Yep.
Oh, all right. 1-on-1 to count.
Lefty Rumley looks outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Mr. Murphy.
Medway beat Dover Sherborne 27-4 in softball.
That's a hit by pitch.
I don't think he tried to get out of the way. Get him back here.
Or not.
Or not. So first and second. Rumley's first hit batter of the season. Coach Elliott to the rescue. Number 4.
Number 4 is up. This is, whoops, we don't have a number 4.
Also, Attleboro should put this game on the forfeit.
Yeah.
On the protest for the forfeit. This is the mystery player. He was hitting VP before.
Yeah.
He was hitting IO, I'm sorry, at the beginning of the game.
We don't have a number 4, so we believe it's Ed Shablotnik, as far as you know.
Or Butch Hobson's number.
Oh, that's right.
I think Carney Lansford, too.
Carney Lansford. Wow, from the Angels to the Red Sox.
Why'd they get rid of Carney Lansford? Because Wade Boggs was really good.
Yeah, that's right.
Boggs came up, they put him at first because Lansford was hitting 333, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Healthy leads off the base for the Taunton.
Breaking ball hits the corner.
2-1. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th.
Batting in the spot of the order where Braden Sullivan went 2 for 4 with a double, a single, and 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And all you want from here, from Rumley, is just, in essence, fastballs down the middle. Trust
Yep.
your defense.
Yep.
7 players behind you to make the play.
Ooh, took a little bit off that. Swing and a miss.
Sometimes good things like that happen.
Yes, by the unknown number 4.
The unknown. Was that the unknown comic on the Gong Show?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, I got 70s and 80s references all over the place.
Wow. Ground ball back to Rumley, and he goes to first base to get 1. Yeah, they could have turned 2 there.
Okay.
So, moving to third base is Callie. Moving to second is Murphy. And that's 1 to 3 if you're scoring at home.
And
This brings up number 19. Wow.
And he doesn't have a name either. Oh, wait.
There's
Is that Rabel?
19.
It's Rabel, but I thought Rabel had a different number. Oh, so it's Rabel.
Yeah, Rabel was in earlier.
Okay. Why
The
do we-
junior.
Did I have a different number for Rabel? Because I remember reading his name. Okay.
He was a courtesy runner earlier
Okay.
for the catcher.
I think the count.
That's low. And what do we have for a count?
I think the count's 1-1.
Thank you.
If I'm wrong, it's 2-0.
So 19. So this might be his first at-bat of the year, Charles Rabel. Rebel, slow roller to block, fields
Tagged
it,
him.
tags Rebel, but that's going to be an RBI as scoring the 17th Tiger run to make it 17-1 is Callie from first base. So it's a 3 unassisted and an RBI for Charles Rebel.
Okay.
This brings up, I think Dawson Bryce, still looking for the cycle, so Bryce is still up there. Ball 1, breaking ball outside.
Tried a single, a double, a triple, in order.
In order, yeah, and then a walk and a score.
4 runs scored, 2 RBIs.
Yeah. A couple of nice plays in the field. Other than that, the kid hasn't done much. Called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike to the junior Dawson Bryce. Came in with a .696 slugging percentage. He's now scored 26 runs. 26 runs in 16 games.
Has 11 RBIs on the season.
Breaking ball over towards the Bristol Glass parking lot. That silver car is safe. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And you actually, for softball games, park in the Bristol Glass owned spot.
Exactly.
Not just a lot.
Where Kevin had his windshield broken last year. And last softball game we did, I was parked in that spot, and there were no cars next to me for like 5 or 6 spots. And every person who pulled up was thinking, what kind of idiot parked there?
You were just risking it to give them a plug that we apparently give them anyway.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Dawson Bryce.
That hit him.
And someone from the Taunton dugout said, home run. Because that's what, because that's, I think, the only reason why Dawson Bryce is still in the game at this point.
Possibly, yeah. And he's had a perfect day at the plate, and he'll remember this day.
Well, this for Attleboro, they play again, on Wednesday? Tomorrow at practice. How do you flush this out of your system?
You just go back to basics. That's all you can do. Is you go with insomnia and just say, okay, look, this is what's in front of us. You seniors, this is how do you want to finish the year?
Yeah.
You juniors are starting to play for next year. Who's going to lead this team next year? You freshmen and sophomores.
Outside, and both runners hold.
Both runners hold. So, I mean, that's all there is. It basically it's just kind of like gut check time. How do you want to finish the year? And and then what do we need to do better then?
This is a
Playoffs, it's obviously tough. It's still doable, but there are games, there are hot rivalry games coming up.
snaps the wrist, foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. I would say, in football, after a big loss, the coaches want you to forget it, so they bury the football.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is one of those new techno-turf fields, so burying the baseball's out of the question.
But what you do want to remember is
slow breaking ball, swing and a miss.
Yeah. How does this game make you feel? And nobody's walking out of here happy.
Oh, yeah.
So remember that feeling, and let's not duplicate it. It's.
By the way,
Alan
Lewis has walked, stolen a base, and scored in the second. Struck out looking in the third. Had an RBI single also in the third inning, and then walked and was stranded in the fourth. Nope, that's wrong. 2-2. He lined out to center field, struck out swinging, walked and scored twice in the third.
The only thing I had different from you on that is I had him looking in the third inning on a strikeout. In the third inning?
I had him striking out swinging and Dakuda next looking.
Yeah, I had them both looking the Salt Marsh.
Oh, okay.
They were both on curveballs.
All right.
I don't think it'll matter in the whole scheme of things.
Oh, that's right. When Billy threw 2 of his best pitches in a row, those curves. That was about 16 hours ago.
Freshman team lost 10-0 in 5 innings. Attleboro.
Outside, 3-2 to Alan Lewis.
Haven't heard a JV update, though I saw the Taunton JV team has just arrived.
Yeah.
Coming over from Hayward Field.
Ball 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12th walk issued by Attleboro pitchers.
This should be Chavers now, the catcher.
So bases loaded at third base. That's still Murphy?
Yeah. Yes.
Yep, second base is Dawson Bryce. First base is Lewis. This is Chavez, the catcher. Looks at strike 1 from Rumley. Wearing number 16, which my brother John wore at UMass in the early 70s when he was the all-conference catcher and Mike Flanagan was the all-conference pitcher. Breaking ball called strike.
Speaking of UMass, did I ever tell the spring football story?
Oh, no.
It's kind of a neat story. 2 years ago, Qualeem Charles and Jason Weir both graduated from Attleboro, went to 2 different schools for football.
Low, 1 ball and 2 strikes, yep.
Both of them end up over at UMass Amherst. They had their spring football game, inter-squad game. They lined up against each other. Q on the right guard, Jason on defensive end, 2 best friends, and battling it out in practice every day.
Oh, that is hit deep to, oh no, he got under it again. To left field, making the catch is Danny Johnson. And that ends the inning for Taunton. 1 more run, so that's 17 in the game, right?
Yep.
1 more run on no hits.
Correct.
Wow, with 3 more runners left on base. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, it is Taunton 17, Attleboro 1 on AACS.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy and Kevin Callahan with you. Dave Angel set up our backstop camera. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Yes, Kevin?
And Dave Angel, also furniture replacement.
Oh, that's right. Brought you your chair.
Yes.
Now, because Cooper Johnson's relatives, Bob and Kathy, down in the Villages, Florida, bailed, Cooper will not be batting now. They're sending up Parker Sackett to pinch hit for him. Parker tried to hit a 17-run home run there. A big swing and a miss.
kind of golfed it, too.
Yeah. Use the 9-iron, Parker.
Parker been the most consistent pitcher on the year.
Swing and a miss. One low in the zone, one up in the zone. 0-2. That's right.
ERA, I think, is in the mid-2s. He's been, the guy that they've called on to stabilize their team on the mound this year.
Swing and a miss. 3 straight pitches.
And we should probably mention who's it's the same pitcher. Good.
Yep, Sean Murphy.
Because Taunton was changing their pitchers. The starter, Evan Kelly, went 2, and then each pitcher after that went 1-1, and now Murphy's in a second. So 2-1-2.
So Sullivan still at third base. I believe that's Bryce still at shortstop.
Aiden Hawkwater pinch hitting for Christian Dame right now, number 9, Aiden.
Yeah. Who was the catcher today?
He's worked a couple walks as an RBI in the season.
So Dame was 1 for 2. What's the count on?
I believe it's 2-0.
2-0 to Aiden Hawkwater.
So Dame was 1 for 2. He had an infield single that maybe should have been out on. He had a bomb to left field that we thought maybe had a chance to go out or be a ground rule double at the very least, and that was what was caught.
Boucher caught it right at the wall on left center. 2 more feet out of here.
It's 3-0 unless I'm wrong.
Yep. Call strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Aiden. And again, look at the look on Aiden's face. Again, the score is 17-1, but this means something to him. He pops that up. Third baseman Sullivan makes the catch. So Attleboro down to their last out. This game right now, 2 hours and 11 minutes old. Here's number 5 for the Bombardiers.
Nate George pinch hitting for Jamie Block.
Yeah.
Nate George is a speedy center fielder. Hitting the ball hard with no luck this year. And it's got to be a very frustrating year for Nate George. Probably might be their fastest guy. Him and Tabor are the fastest guys on the team.
He had a couple hits last game we did, I think.
I believe so.
Score sheet available.
Yep.
Shot, but foul to left field. Wow, hit that well.
That's the Nick McMahon's favorite. Although Nick would have hit a 400 feet.
Yeah.
The 400-foot foul ball. Nick was well over 300 hitter his senior year, junior year.
1 ball, didn't have a senior year.
Right.
1 ball, 1 strike. Stepping off is Sean Murphy. So who's in line for the win?
The second pitcher. Or whoever, actually, we get to decide whoever pitched the best, but it can't be the starter because he only threw 2 innings.
Yeah.
So Murphy, he pitched 2 innings.
If Colin Botello's a senior, we'll give it to him.
Okay.
Ooh, swing and a miss, and that's going to do it.
Well, he did a 4 strikeout. Murphy did have 4 strikeouts.
All right.
Your choice.
The Taunton Tigers win by a score of 17-1. They had 17 runs on just 9 hits because of the 12 walks that'll kill you. 9 runners left on base. Attleboro, 1 run on 5 hits. 7 runners left on base. No Taunton errors. A 17-1 victory for the Tigers. These things happen sometimes, Kevin.
These things happen. It got out of, got out of control.
Yep.
A little bit early, but we welcome you to join us Wednesday for the game Attleboro against King Philip, and what should be one heck of a battle, number 1 versus number 3 in the Hawk, and Attleboro just beat number 2 Taunton 6-2.
Yeah.
This year. So,
for Taunton, Braden Sullivan went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, a double and a single. Ryan Mcdougall's the one who got it going with that long home run for Taunton's third run in the top of the third. He ended up just 1 for 3.
It was a big one.
Yeah, but flew out deep, had a couple of RBI. Oh, that was one for 1 for 3. And then Dawson Bryce scored 4 runs. He now has 26 runs scored on the season. He had 3 hits, a single, a double, and a triple, and he knocked in 2 runs. So Taunton.
He also got walked, and he got hit by a pitch.
And there it is. So, thank you. I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. Thanks to our crew, Dave Angel, Peter Bray on graphics, Jim Jones, the engineer in charge, Mr. Blue Pride, Mark LaFontaine helped out. Thanks most of all to you for joining us today on AACS 15 Sports.